Autoline Daily is brought to you by Bosch. The number of clean diesel models in North America will double by 2014. Bosch Clean Diesel. Good, clean, fun. Bridgestone. Your journey, our passion. Dow Automotive Systems. Improving durability and increasing design flexibility with Betamate structural adhesives at dowbetamate.com. And by the 2013 Hyundai Sonata. Learn more at HyundaiSonata.com.
Hello and welcome to Autoline Daily. It's July 16. I'm John McElroy, coming to you from the land of enchantment in New Mexico. And now the news. Last week we reported that French automaker PSA is slashing some 8,000 jobs and shuttering a factory near Paris. The move is painful but necessary, although some analysts say the cuts do not go deep enough, and they are right. According to the Wall Street Journal, the closure will save the company between 100 and 200 million euros a year, but PSA's automotive business just lost 700 million euros in the first half of 2012. The move will not slow the bleeding, much less get the company on the road to recovery. The job cuts and factory closing prompted French President François Hollande to scold Peugeot's management team and urge them to renegotiate. He called the plan unacceptable. Hourly labor costs in France are 14% higher than in neighboring Germany and about 20% higher than the Eurozone average. And yet there's even more European trouble. Ford's sales fell 10% in the first half of the year in Europe, helped by a 16% fall in June sales. The Dearborn automaker expects to lose money on its European operations this year, despite profits for the company as a whole. Overall demand for cars in the old world fell to their lowest levels since 1994, with predictions that sales for all cars could fall to only 12.5 million units. Ford's results mirrored other brand sales, with Volkswagen off nearly 6% and Fiat down over 16%. However, GM bucked the trend, reporting that sales were up nearly 11%. Well, where have we heard this one before? Reuters reports a study published by McKinsey & Company estimates the cost of lithium-ion batteries could plummet 70% by 2025. Today, automotive battery packs cost between $500 and $600 per kilowatt hour, but that could tumble to just $160 by the middle of next decade. Rising oil prices, stricter emission standards, and technological advancements are cited for the cost reduction. But if you believe that one, I got a bridge for you to buy. Hyundai sales in the U.S. keep growing, but production restraints are holding sales back. Hyundai dealers only have a 27-day supply of vehicles, less than half the industry average. John Krafchick, the CEO of Hyundai's U.S. operations, says he's trying to get more vehicles exported from South Korea to the U.S., but the priority is to ship to faster-growing emerging markets. Hyundai has also capped global production at 7 million vehicles this year to focus on quality. In the meantime, to boost U.S. sales, Hyundai will add a shift at its Alabama plant and will sell fewer cars to rental companies and fleets. Hyundai expects to sell over 700,000 cars in the U.S. this year. You know, it seems like automakers attract lawsuits more than honey attracts flies. Honda and Hyundai have been sued recently over fuel economy claims, and now the Wall Street Journal reports Mini is being sued over its transmissions. The lawsuit, filed by attorneys in Florida, alleges a manufacturing defect in CVTs that can cause premature failure. The suit says the problem affects 2002 to 2006 Mini Coopers and convertible versions built between 2005 and 2008. BMW, Mini's parent company, had no comment. Well, in happier news, after the break, we're going to take a look at what is arguably one of the most beautiful cars on the road today.
Reducing exhaust emissions, aerified diesel particulate filters, high filtration, low back pressure, small package size, excellent durability. DowAerify.com.
Behold the 2012 Audi S5. You know, this coupe is getting to be a bit of an oldie at this point, but man, is it a goodie. 5 years on and it is still strikingly beautiful. You know, I think this is a car that's going to look great going down the road 30 years from now, and there aren't a lot of vehicles you can say that about. The design is very elegant and restrained, and when you get up close, there's a lot of detail there as well. And it even extends under the hood. And check out those bright red designer coil packs. How's that for attention to detail? You know, what you're looking at right here is an endangered species. Yes, the V8 engine is rapidly headed for extinction, even right here in its native habitat of the United States. This particular unit displaces 4.2 liters and it delivers 354 of the smoothest horsepower you'll find out on the road. On this car, it's matched, of course, with quattro all-wheel drive and a 6-speed manual transmission, which really makes this power plant sing. And now for a little bit of bad news. As amazing as this engine is, it's actually going away for the 2013 model year. Audi is replacing it in the S5 with a 3-liter supercharged V6. And even though that is devastating news to enthusiasts, it's not without its advantages.
The benefit to the consumer is it really allows us to reposition this vehicle. And with the RS5 coming in nicely with its 450 horsepower V8, you have a 2.0T in the A5, 3.0T in the S5, and a 4.2 high rev V8 in the RS5. The benefit to the consumer at an S5 level is they're able to get into an S5 coupe with an engine that delivers fantastic performance, fantastic fuel economy at a lower price than they could in years prior. So much so, in fact, that we went from $53,900 in the V8 S5 to $50,900 with the supercharged V6 S5. And when you accompany that with the $1,300 gas guzzler tax that existed on the old V8 S5 that doesn't exist on the new supercharged V6, you have quite a value proposition for an S5 buyer.
Speaking of numbers, our test car here stickers for nearly 66 grand, and that includes, of course, the gas guzzler tax, as well as a $6,300 prestige package, among a couple of other options. As for fuel economy, well, it's just as painful. This thing stickers at 14 miles per gallon in the city and just 22 on the highway. Despite the price you pay on the sticker, of course, and at the gas pump, the 2012 Audi S5 is still an amazing driving machine, inside, outside, and upside down. And if you want one of these V8 powered beasts, you had better act fast, like right now.
And Craig is not the only one that thinks that the Audi A5 is beautiful. Walter De Silva, the head of the group design at Volkswagen, agrees. In fact, of all the cars that he's been involved with, it is his favorite. We interviewed him a year ago on Autoline This Week, show number 1534. If you want to hear the whole story, you can check it out on our website, autoline.tv. Again, that's show number 1534. And that'll do it for today's show, coming to you from Santa Fe, New Mexico. I'm John McElroy. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.